Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video of Code Commander. In this video, I will show you how you can export a table starter into a PDF in Netbeans. So first of all, we'll create a new project in Netbeans. This is going to be a Java application. Now make sure to uncheck this box because we are creating a GUI project and we do not need the main class. Now we'll rename it as PDF creation. Now click on finish. Now we'll create a new JFrame form. So as you can see, the GUI form has been created successfully. Now we will drag the table from the palette into the GUI form. Now go to the properties, then model, so these are the table headers that I am entering. First one is the name, then class, then section, and then date of birth. So now you can see that the table headers have been entered successfully. And now we are going to insert some random values into the table. So now the table which has to be exported is ready. Now we'll adjust the height of the table. And now we are going to add a J button because we need to export the table on the click of this button. And for exporting this table to a PDF, we will need the iText jar file. So I will give the link of this jar file in the description. Now let's double click on this button and start coding. We will use the default table model to get the model of our jtable. So its get model method is used to get the model of the table. Now this line is showing an error because we have not imported the default table model class. So press Alt Enter and choose the first option. Now there is a case sensitive mistake in the table's name, so I'll correct it. And as you can see that this line is still showing an error. This is because the table's model cannot be cast into the default table model. So we have performed the explicit conversion. Now I have created a string named path. Here we will get the path of the file where we have to create the PDF. And now we'll create a new object of the jFileChooser class. A jFileChooser is used to select a path or directory. We also have to import this class. So press Alt Enter and select the first option. Now I will run this project. Press Shift F6. This is the shortcut key for running the project in Netbeans. So as you can see that our project is successfully executed. Now we will proceed further with the coding part. And now we will create an integer in which we will get the number of columns of our jtable. So by default, the tables class has a method called getColumnCount, with which we can get the number of columns from a jtable. It is also necessary to set the file selection mode of the jfile to directories only. This is to ensure that we do not select any file such as a PDF to make our PDF within it. So the set file selection mode method is used for this purpose. The jfile has a save button, so we will create an integer x which will return us the value accordingly whether the user clicks on that save button or not. And now, under the if statement, we will write the code that will get executed after the user clicks on the save button. So, if the user selects the save option, we will have to get the path to that folder where the user wants to create his PDF. For this purpose, the jfile class has two methods, the getSelectedFile and the getPath method. We will use both of these methods to get the path of that file in the string path. Now we will create a new object of the document class. So this line is showing an error because we have not yet imported the document class. So for this purpose, we need to first import that jar file into our project. After importing the jar file, go to that line and press Alt Enter. And then select the first option. We also need to import the PDF writer and PDF table into our project from that jar file. The PDF table have been inserted successfully. Now we will import the PDF writer. Loegi is the name of the person who created the itext jar file. Both the table and the PDF writer have been imported. Now we will use a try catch block to write the further code. First we will write the code in the catch block. As we know that the try catch block is used to write the exception handling code. If any exception occurs, the code in the catch block gets executed. So in this case, if any exception occurs, an error message will be shown. So we will use the J option pane dialog box for this purpose. We also need to import the jOptionPane class. And now we will proceed further with the try block. Now we will use the getInstance method of the PDF writer class to create the PDF at the given location. So the getInstance method takes two values. First one is the document and second one is an object of the file output stream class. The file output stream class is used to create the output at the desired location. So it takes the path and we are adding this double backward slashes because we want to create our output inside the folder that the user has chosen. And later on we will create a string named nm where we will take the name of the PDF. So in order to make this more interactive, we will use the J option pane dialog box to take the input from the user. So by default it has a show input dialog method which takes a string input from the user. I just imported the file output stream class. And now we will open the document so that we can work on it. And now we will create a table with the help of the PDF table inside the document. So the object of the PDF table class needs the number of columns of our jtable, which we have already taken in the integer y. Now our table is ready. Now we need to add the cells inside our table. So we will first add the table headers, which are name, class, section and date of birth. So the add cell method is used to add cells inside the PDF table. We will give the string input inside the add cell method. So one by one we will add all the table headers. And now from our jtable we will get all the values from each of the rows to insert it into our PDF table. So for this we are using a loop which will take values line by line from each row and insert it into the PDF table. So the getValue of method of a jtable class is used for getting a value from a particular cell of the table. It takes two integer inputs. The first integer denotes the row and the second integer denotes the column. In Java, in a jtable, the number of columns start from 0. So the first column will be indexed as 0 and so on. Here we will have to perform explicit conversion. And now we are adding these values to our PDF table one by one. So each time this loop will get executed, we will get the values from each of the rows. And now finally we will add this table to our document. and then we will close the document. Now let's run this project. Now here I will have to set the location. Now I will enter the PDF name. So as you can see, the PDF have been successfully created. Now, in order to make this project more interactive, we will show a message after the PDF gets created. So for this, I'm again using the J option pane dialog box. Now let's finally run this project. This time we will change some of the values. So a message is displayed after the PDF is created successfully. So that's it for this video. Thank you.